Right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Right, Tribbles. So what do you think is going to happen between between Nigeria and Argentina? Do you think Little Rio will get the chance to salvage?
I thought we were talking about France versus fucking Denmark here.
Oh, that's happening in the background. It's a pretty boring match so far. I've been disappointed with.
Well, of course you've been disappointed by France, man. You come into the World Cup with all this hype, and you're playing with fucking Giroud up front. You've got fucking Dembele, can't even pass the ball. Look at that.
What would you have done? Would you have brought Benzema?
Yeah, the sex scandal doesn't mean shit.
Sex scandal doesn't mean shit. But what about like blackmailing, man? Like, you think it's cool to
I don't know what's going on between you and
get a sex tape of your friend and like yo. The directors are having a moment there.
What's wrong?
But you know your role.
But he's always fucking up.
Do your job. All I can say is Argentina versus Nigeria. This is going to be a match for the ages. It might actually be a boring match, but I'm hoping it's going to be a match for the ages because Lionel Messi has done absolutely nothing in the first 2 matches.
Well, what about our favorite coach, Sampaoli? What about him?
Jorge Sampaoli, man. Jorge sounds like such a good, like it's a cool name, you know. It sounds like a California kind of, you know.
Next time. Sounds like a porn star, man.
Yeah, man. It sounds like a porn star. Jorge.
Jorge.
Kind of looks like one.
Yeah.
Looks like a retired porn star.
Those tactics are absolute crap.
Why?
Just like what these directors.
These directors are confusing me with their sign languages. Anyways, I think Messi will score today, man. I think Nigeria will dominate midfield, but I think Messi will get on the counter attack.
Who do you think we have to look out for from Nigeria?
Ahmed Musa, man.
Oh yes,
this guy's in form. Ahmed Musa,
people.
He's already said he's done it for his friend Messi in the first game. I don't know if that's actual or like it's a troll deal.
There's some mind games going on there, man.
Yeah.
Messi, I guess he needs to have more sex, man. That's just.
Messi's a one-woman man. He doesn't do the Cristiano kind of things, man.
That's true.
That's not his style.
What's this?
And Mandana almost screwed it up.
Almost fucked up there.
The director is scratching his belly. His girlfriend's not gonna be impressed. He's got a T-shirt that says Popeye the Sailor Man.
Let's talk about France for a moment, man.
Yeah, what about France?
What about this team, man? You've got Mandana in goal for whatever reason.
That's a reserve team, man. Mandana's not going to start. The front 2 is the first choice. Giroud and.
The first team is almost as bad as the reserve team, man.
You think so, man? Conte is the world's best midfield player, man.
What does that have to do with them playing up front, man?
It's true.
Look at the link up front.
You don't rate Antoine Griezmann?
Well, I do rate him, but it's not like he's doing much.
Well, yeah, but that's, like he's so good, he can come good any second.
Look at this guy. 80 million. Are you serious, Lemar?
It's time for Lemar. Can you take a long-range effort?
Horrendous, man.
Sisto, your man Sisto.
Yeah. See, now this is a man who I've had for a long time. Sisto.
Does anyone even know where he plays?
It does not matter, man. He's performing. Unlike the Frenchies.
It's Real Betis.
You know what I also think is a big fraud? The coach, Didier Deschamps.
Who would you have rather than Deschamps? Zidane?
Yeah, always.
But he just left Madrid, man.
How can you not have Zidane in this team, man? Such a talented squad, and they're playing.
Yeah, I think the future is Zidane. I think after this, unless France win the World Cup,
it's a failure, right? If France don't win,
I probably think it's like time for Zidane to take over. If they don't win the World Cup, anything short of the World Cup is a failure with this squad. They have the world's best midfield player, holding midfield player, whatever you want to call him. They have one of the world's best attackers, Griezmann. They have an unbelievable support cast. And the guy you call a fraud, but is actually one of the world's best goalkeepers, Hugo
Lloris is a fraud, people. You cannot be beaten by. I can't even remember his name. Eder. Oh my god, I couldn't even remember the guy's name.
He's playing with Swansea, man, and now they're relegated.
He's not even in the Portugal squad
anymore. Who's in this squad? Yeah. I don't know, man. I was very impressed with the underdogs yesterday with Iran and Morocco. Iran were very good. Cristiano Ronaldo had a messy moment when he missed the penalty.
Iran was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I thought they played with passion.
Yeah.
Like if Bangladesh was to play like that one day, I'd be very happy because
I'd have a heart attack.
Oh yeah, for sure. But at least they play like for our cricket team, it almost took like 6 years to get to that level. Like more than that. That's been very kind.
At least like 100 years away, man.
From being in the World Cup.
Yeah. Probably more. Still.
Probably more, man. Like I heard, like by 2050, the world's gonna be underwater, man. Like If it's longer than that, then the world might come to an end, man. Like, I don't know if that's happening, but we'll see. We'll see. But Iran, I'm proud of you, and Morocco as well. I'm very proud of you. Morocco were actually the best team in the group, man. In terms of the style of play they had and like how they control the game, I thought they were the best team. However, they're not good enough.
How about Spain, man?
Spain are
the amount of talent there is they're unbelievable.
I think they're a great team, but very fraudulent in the end.
They're just too biased over there.
How are you going? How can you have 5 points with that group of players against Iran and Morocco?
Well, they were up against Cristiano in the first match. Man, you do not.
They led the game in the end, and let me give you the biggest 2 reasons why I think Spain are not going to win. Sergio Ramon Ramos, the bad guy.
Man has won 3 Champions League in a row.
Yeah, and Gerard Piqué. Like I said, these are the 2 most decorated players who I've seen that are actually bad at defending. They are bad. They are shite at defending. Right? They're better going forward.
Yeah, they're good on the ball, and that's what matters now, right?
That's what matters for Madrid and Barcelona. But for Spain, they need to defend. Man, they got to defend because Busquets is getting left out there, exposed. And I don't know, man. Spain has not been impressive at all. I'm not impressed. Only Diego Costa has been very impressive, and obviously Iniesta. He's always impressive.
You make a valid point there. What about France? What formation would you play with?
Isco's impressive too, but like overall as a team, they're not impressive. France, I would play whatever they're playing now.
Spain, we have like one way to play. That's not very good. They don't have a plan B.
Oh yeah, Spain have only one way to play. They don't have a plan B.
Look at this man. Chisto.
He's
taking on ends on this. Look at that from Chisto.
I'll be honest. One thing I think Spain don't have this time that they had last time was the speed of Navas and Pedro. They gave him a different dimension of play. They don't have that this time.
They have Asensio from the bench.
Asensio is more of a long range shooter. He's more of an English player. Like he has that. But like I think they're missing.
Speaking of English, what do you think about them? Gareth Southgate, man, I've always rated, man. Ever since the days of Middlesbrough.
Are you
Middlesbrough,
man?
Yeah.
I've never rated this idiot. Like, I don't want to use that word. Sorry. He's a good coach. He's like the older brother who puts an arm around you, be like, hey man, you're a good guy. Like however you've like messed up in your life, it's all good. Like
that's what Rocket Raheem needs, man.
Exactly. This England team is not like that great on paper. Like it has one world-class superstar, and Harry Kane, he is world-class, there's no doubt. And a lot of good players around him, like Raheem Sterling. Sisto's coming off.
What the fuck is this?
Sisto is coming off. Schultz's main man, Sisto. The kind of player that I think Spain is missing. A bit of speed, a bit of agility and balance. They're missing this kind of player to stretch the field and take on the players.
How do you think people feel, man, who put money on France, man? Come on, man. Like, this is a disgrace, man.
You're a betting man. Have you lost money with betting on France?
Disgrace, yeah, man. First 2 matches, you bet on the Frenchies. Completely. Like, the only thing that was satisfactory about the Frenchies in those 2 matches are the women. Everything else was absolutely horrendous.
There were no women. What the hell are you talking about? You mean the crowd?
Yeah, the crowd. The occasional shots of the women.
Oh right. I wasn't paying attention.
We're gonna cut that out. Sexist. Very sexist.
But I do like women. We all do. You gotta cut that out too. All right. No, you don't have to cut that out. I don't like men. Like
Who else impressed me? Falcao. Guy has shown actually.
Falcao he's unfortunate, man. He played for your team, Man U, and my team, Chelsea, and he was a flop in both teams. Yeah. I can say this guy was a waste of money for us, but at the same time, I don't think the league was for him.
He came on a loan deal, right?
Yeah, I don't think he's physical enough for the Premier League, but he is a great goal scorer. I think he's a great player as well. So we'll see, man. Colombia are doing well. James Rodriguez played amazingly well in the last match. It's amazing. He was injured in the first match, comes on in the second match, and has a blinder.
South Americans are making a comeback, actually. They started pretty bad, right?
Try telling that to Messi, man. No, like Jorge Sampaoli is not making a comeback.
Brazil made a comeback.
He's taking a plane all the way.
We've also got Uruguay and Colombia,
to Argentina. Uruguay, Colombia are playing well. I think even Peru, then got knocked out, played well. A lot of South American teams are playing well, and they're quite well balanced. And I think like they have a lot of stamina. Apart from Argentina, most of the other teams can run a lot harder than most Europeans. What about your team, Germany, man? Like I saw the first game, Mexico were all over them, man. They could have scored like 3.
Yeah.
And the second game, they really had to fight to win.
It's the first time I've seen a German team that isn't as disciplined as it should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think they're more open than Spain.
Yeah,
defense.
way too open.
And Boateng is having. He's having.
This guy's on.
I don't know. I'm calling Sergio Ramos and Gerard Piqué guilty of not being able to defend. What does that make Jerome Boateng now? That guy doesn't. I've seen him on the right hand side. I've seen him on the left hand side. I've seen him further than Toni Kroos in midfield. This guy doesn't like defending.
Partnership of Boateng and Rudiger and who else? Kimmich is the only one that's impressed me.
No, I was maybe it's my Chelsea bias, but I was actually impressed by Antonio Rudiger. Because he's an athletic defender. He was the only guy who was defending. No one else was trying to defend.
This guy's actually pretty decent on the ball though, Rudiger.
He's decent on the ball. He's athletic. The problem with him is he's very fast. And what happens with fast players is they don't think smartly, usually. I've seen that with many Chelsea defenders.
You cannot trust down these guys on big matches, man. They don't have big match experience. He hasn't played that many Champions League semi-finals, quarter-finals, all that.
I'm not going to trust Boateng either, man. That's the problem.
Why not?
I don't trust him as a defender. I just don't trust these people as defenders. Like, I don't trust most defenders these days, to be honest. Like, they gave me a heart attack now. That's the truth.
Well, you need to fix your forward line, man. That's really important. And look at France. How are they going to win the World Cup, man?
They have Griezmann and Giroud up front. And they have like Dembele and Pogba and then Lemar and Mbappe, right. The wonder kid. They have an amazing supporting cast. Mbappe is probably the best young striker in the world. That's Lemar, man. He shouldn't be in the first team. He went to Atletico Madrid for 65 million euros. He's not showing his worth in this match. More like 5 million euros.
That Germany match, though, man. Toni Kroos has proved he's better than most midfielders.
Yeah, he definitely is. But he didn't actually have a good match. Yeah, by his standards, he always has a good match. Like him and Modric, whenever I see them from Madrid, they are like the least. You can't blame. They're usually the last person you want to blame if Madrid have a bad result. It's usually Sergio Ramos.
I also really like Croatia, man. That team is very good. Croatia.
Yeah,
very good.
Croatia are probably actually the most impressive team in terms of not getting the hype they deserve. They didn't get any hype. They didn't get any hype at all, despite having Modric, Kovacic, Rakitic, Brozovic in midfield. Very strong midfield. They're very strong.
They're pretty decent up front as well. They've got Rebic.
They've got Rebic, Mandzukic, and Perisic. Man, that's good. That's a good team, man.
This Rebic guy is pretty shit, though.
They killed Argentina, and we shouldn't have been surprised. I think we were all emotionally banking on Messi to do something.
I was not emotionally. I was physically banking on Argentina. I lost money there, man. Argentina.
The thing with Messi is he's the greatest player of our generation, and we have a sentimental attachment towards him. But it is fair. I think Ronaldo in the last 2 years, not better, but at least definitely on the same level and better in big games than Messi in the last 2 years. However, Messi's probably still the better player, but he has to show it, man. I don't like his body language, man. He looks like a broken man crying all the time.
It's true. You gotta stand up, man.
Yeah, you gotta. It's time for him to stand up and like take responsibility. He's gotta grab people by the collar, man, and be like, "This is my team. You better perform, or I'm gonna smash you, or bang your wife like John."
Yeah, you gotta bang. Messi needs to have no sex. This guy's not having no sex. What else is there? Belgium, what do you think about them?
I love Eden, man. You know one of my favorite players. There's no man I love in this world more than Eden Hazard. He is. I love you, Eden. Please don't leave Chelsea. You might. You probably deserve to, because you deserve better than what we have in their squad right now. But I know you love Chelsea, so just stay. And with Belgium, man, I like it, man. Like, they're defensively weak. I feel like I
think they'll go deep into the tournament, but
I don't think they'll win it down. I don't think they'll win it either. I don't think Hazard will be at fault. Like, people always blame the best player if their team doesn't win. But I think what's going to happen is their defense is going to let them down again. They did that the same.
Who do they have in defense? They have Vertonghen?
Well, on paper it's a good defense. Vertonghen, Alderweireld,
Munir, right?
Munir, Carrasco, and Boyata. Now that's the guy I'm not convinced by, Boyata. Although he's been playing well, but the defensive midfield, they're playing De Bruyne in a deeper position, like they would play Modric, and I don't think that's his best position. I think he should be up front with Hazard and Lukaku. But Mertens is also amazing, so they're trying to squeeze that talent in there. They're trying to use De Bruyne as a playmaker, which is great. I think it'll work against smaller teams.
What about the coach, Roberto?
That's what I mean. Would you trust De Bruyne Witzel against Germany in the center midfield pair.
No turnstile.
You need a destroyer.
You need a destroyer.
Maybe Nainggolan would have helped.
Yeah.
And they didn't take it. So
Roberto Martinez, man, another fraud.
I think he's a fraud. Man, this guy's been successful, man. He won the FA Cup with Wigan. He did a pretty decent job with Everton. I remember with Chelsea going to Everton, it was never an easy match. But it was actually more difficult with Moyes there. Because he always parked the bus.
That's dirty bastard.
Always parked the bus. Anyways, how do we end this? Argentina and Nigeria, let's predict, man. What's going to happen tonight?
Messi to score a hat-trick, and they're not gonna get the clean sheet, no way.
I think it's gonna be, man. I think it's gonna be Argentina 2, Nigeria 1. I think Argentina will get 2 goals, and Nigeria will put a hell of a lot of pressure on Argentina.
Tonight is Messi's game. Will hopefully earn me some money as well.
Yeah, I hope so. We've all bet on Messi in the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
First game, man, he should have earned his money. He had a penalty. He actually had a decent game, but he messed it up in the end. After he missed the penalty, he started taking shots, being very irresponsible.
Couldn't do it, man.
He couldn't do it. He's not been able to do it this time, man. Like so far, he's got to show up. Messi, this is at your time to show up. Prove all your fans that you are still the best in the world, and prove to us that you're worthy of the round of 16. With that, we conclude our debate, and we will see you soon.
Come on, Leo.